Good afternoon, everyone. Andy Jacob here with the DotCom magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight series. We have a great show today. I've been waiting for a long time to get Mr. Brad Parnell on the show. Brad is the co-founder and CEO of Genie Rockets, and I've got so many questions for him. We've had so many people reach out to me and tell me or ask me, please ask Brad these questions. So I've got some great questions. Genie Rocket is an all-in-one CRM and marketing funnel system. It's really amazing. With his system, you can reach more customers, you can stay fully organized, and you can automatically generate reviews all in one place. And that just is scratching the surface. I'm so excited to have Brad on the show today. Brad, welcome to the .com Magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series.
Thank you. So excited to be here. Thanks for having me today.
This is a great system you put together. This is a great platform, Brad. Let's pull the lens back to 30,000 feet and tell everybody about what Genie Rocket is all about.
Yeah. So what we found is, most entrepreneurs and business builders are tired of duct taping together a bunch of solutions. You've got your calendar, you've got your email marketing tool, you're doing texting on your phone, and it's impossible to pull it all together. So I was in the same boat. I had so many solutions and it just got the fatigue. And so we try to come up with a solution for the business builder fatigue in tech and creating one easy and fun solution to solve all those problems in one swoop. So there's no more joy than, one, using the tool every single day myself, and then helping other people see the tool and get those enlightenment moments of, I can't believe this does everything in one platform.
I love it. I love it. And really, you are an expert at traffic. You're an expert at technology. You're an expert at helping companies manage their database or their customer base. And this thing does everything from calendar booking to a sales CRM. It does funnel building, email marketing, SMS marketing, and that's only scratching the surface. So let's talk a little bit about the kind of customers, Brad, that come to Genie Rocket. What's their pain points and why are they coming to Genie Rocket in such great masses to use your system?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, it's for all different reasons. Sometimes it's as simple as, hey, we've got a calendar tool, we've got a funnel building tool, and they don't talk to each other. And that just frustrates the tar out of us. And we just need a simpler solution that actually costs less and does more. And then just like any tool, you get out of it what you put into it. So we've really gone above and beyond with our training programs. I actually just got done doing a live webinar, but twice a week live, we do a Funnel Friday and a Traffic Tuesday and share all the things that we've learned in our decade and a half of generating traffic, getting conversions, how the whole system works. So we have some people that just want a tool and they're great with it. We have some people that are like, okay, I need to actually generate more leads and I need to generate more sales. And I want to know how to do it. I don't need to hire maybe a big advertising agency. I've got all the ingredients right here. And now we're going to show you how to bake the cake and how to put it all together.
I love it. And I love baking cake. And my wife knows that for sure. And I always take advantage of the icing before it goes on the cake. But the icing with regard to what you do at Genie Rocket is all the increased ROI that your customers get by using the system. So when we talk about Genie Rocket, is there one thing that people reach out to you more than others as to why they're saying, hey, Brad, I need some help. I've got some challenges. I can't get to my people in a timely basis, or the various systems I'm using online aren't communicating the way I need them to communicate. What's the big pain point?
Yeah, great question. So you might have heard before of the phrase, the fortune is in the follow-up. And so where a lot of people fail is they leave hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars on the table because we don't follow up. We don't have a system for following up. And I think as entrepreneurs, business builders, we all have goals and dreams, but the truth is we don't get there by accident. We have to have the right systems to do it. So what we found is a lot of people like this because you can do automated follow-up systems. So if someone gives you their email, you could have a month worth of nurturing campaigns that go automatically while you sleep. And so our clients get sales and get leads while they're sleeping on autopilot. And as much as it sounds like a unicorn dream, like it's real and it happens. And it's just thinking through what is the buyer's journey and how do we simply communicate to those people and bring a ton of value, but do it automatically. There's no reason why you should have to manually punch out every single response to every single person. That just wastes your time.
I love it, Brad. Now, when I sign up for an offering or I sign up to read an ebook or read some information or a research paper, or I reach out to a company to do a 15-minute discovery call, I don't mind them following up with me as long as they're providing me some value and sort of reminding me about the offering, why I called them in the first place. Because today, maybe I'm not ready for their offering, but maybe 35 or 40 or 60 or even 90 days out or further, I may be ready at that point in time. And you want to be in front of the customer when they are ready for your offering. So let's talk about that, Brad, how Genie Rocket helps those companies accomplish that goal.
Yes, I love that. No, that's so smart, because just like the fortunes and the follow-up, another nerdy saying that we like to say is the money is in the list. And that's so important when you grow your list. So one of the things a lot of our clients do is they'll create a simple funnel page. You might have heard of funnels before and how funnels work. We've generated over $4.5 million in funnel sales just in the past few years. One of our partners has done almost $100,000 just this year in COVID, just on funnel. I'm sorry, $1 million just on funnels just this year during COVID. And so we have a lot of proof that this stuff works. But what we see, how people collect email addresses and do the follow-ups is we simply say, hey, you need to understand the person, the problem, the promise, and the proof. So we call it the P4 framework. And when you do that, you can say, hey, Joe, I know that your biggest struggle is X. And so I'm actually going to make a quick PDF for you. It could be a checklist. It could be a video training, but it's something that's going to start solving that pain. I'm going to give you a painkiller, and I'm going to give you that painkiller for free. And then I'm also going to be very clear of, hey, Joe, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be sending you a few more emails, but those emails are going to be helping you do X, Y, and Z. And it's just like in boxing, you have all of your jabs before you have your right hook. So you want to keep giving those value jabs, offer value, and then go in for that right hook and say, hey, if you want more of this and you want to keep taking the next steps with me, here's what that looks like. You want to keep the journey going on the journey with me?
I love it, Brad. It's unbelievable. And I'm never going to forget that. The fortune is in the follow-up. You have the P4 framework, which is absolutely outstanding based on your background and experience. And you bring all that to the table with your phenomenal team at Genie Rocket. You really put together a system here that is a must-have system. Let's talk about the types of customers that reach out to you, because I imagine any type of business really could benefit to increase their ROI by having this type of system sort of under their hood, if you will. So what types of companies are reaching out to you, Brad?
Yeah, that's a great question. So any company that needs leads or sales can benefit from the system. We've seen a lot of great results with coaches, authors, speakers, teachers. Anyone that has an information product is really good when you're using funnels and follow-ups, because you can have a course, you can have a product, you can have a mastermind, and you can create all those different series of funnels. For example, you might give something to someone for free and then invite them to a video training, then invite them into a paid online mastermind course, then invite them to a live event, and then sell them a book. And there's lots of different paths there. So the most amount of revenue we've seen generated is from those sort of people. But also, professional service companies like, roofers, construction companies, design firms, people that need to generate leads. It's really, we like to say it's more of the psychology and less of the technology. The tech happens to be the best and it works great. But when you get the psychology right of like how this stuff works, then that's the real enlightening moment and change starts to happen.
I love it. I love it. It makes all the sense in the world for trainers and consultants and motivational speakers and people that go on, on the circuit once COVID's over, obviously, to do, motivational speeches and keynote speeches, and people that sell online courses. It goes on and on and on. And, when I think about this, a lot of people, well, they've got their Google advertising and they're involved with Google, and then they've got some Facebook going on, and then they've got some SMS marketing going on, and they've got the email marketing going on, and then they're trying to build their funnel, and then they've got a CRM. It goes on and on and on. And every time you go into one of those things, you have to click a certain button and then get out of it, and then go to the next one, and nothing's talking to each other. So this is what it appears that Genie Rocket really helps those customers with. Is that the way it all works, Brad?
100%. And I'll be the first to say, before we had this program, so I've been running, a digital marketing agency for 10 plus years, and we kind of have another side of this business, and we do hands-on building of funnels and consulting. We just had a client from Nashville fly into our Dallas headquarters yesterday. We spent the whole day with, and what we've seen is usually it is working with a specific funnel tool, and then you have to export that list into another tool to then send out a text. And how much time is wasted is shocking. Even coming into some of these small companies, and we're just helping them with maybe an email campaign or a text marketing campaign, and they've got to go to one system to export a list, then they've got to clean it up, and then we've got to import that data. And then what happens after we run a campaign? How does that sync back to their system? Guess what? It doesn't. So it's just a huge ball of yarn, and it's frustrating. And this is what we really sought out to fix. I mean, the fact that you can create funnels, have a full CRM, have calendar bookings, take payments, have everything in one place. You can click on, and I'll try not to go too much into the features. I get nerdy excited about it because how great it is. But I mean, you could click on one person's name in the system, and just by clicking on it, you can see everything they've bought from you. You can call them directly from the system. You can text them directly from the system. You can send an email directly from the system. And it's all on one screen. And there's also an iPhone app you can do that with too, and Android. So it's having it all in one place makes it very, very easy just to stay in touch and keep growing.
Brad, that's super awesome. And what you get with Genie Rocket is not only this amazing platform that's been well thought through, that really has everything one needs to centralize all of your communication, but you also get this entire group and team of people behind the entire platform that really know how to monetize traffic, how to monetize customers, how to make customers screaming fans for your offering, so that not only do they come back and tell 10 people about you, but they leave you a great review as well, which is very important. Brad, let's pull the lens back a little bit more, and let's sort of just talk about the funnel, because we mentioned it a couple times. There may be some people that really aren't even sure what the funnel means or what a funnel is. So maybe you could talk about that a little bit and how the Genie Rocket system helps with that funnel.
Yes, absolutely. So everyone knows what a website is, right? It's almost like what a business card used to be. And it's funny because if you were to ask, 10 business people at an event if they have business cards, you're going to start to see less and less of that. And same with the idea of websites. A traditional brochure website was one of those things that you just had to have to be in business. And so what we like to do is we're kind of bucking the system and saying, hey, you need a web presence, but you really need a sales funnel. You don't need a pretty but pointless or cluttered but confusing website. And most people will tell you they don't get a lot of results from their just website. Usually it leads towards some path. So the idea of a funnel is really simple. And after I tell you this, you're going to start seeing them everywhere and being like, oh, that's one of those funnels that Brad was talking about from Genie Rocket. I'm seeing them everywhere now. So it's usually you go to a page and there's only one thing that you can do. They're trying to get you to do one step at a time, just like a really great salesperson. If you're guiding your dream client to a destination, you're doing that one little micro decision at a time. And in marketing, we always say, if you confuse, you lose, or a confused mind will always say no. So the second that you have 18 things for someone to do is the second that they're going to stop paying attention. And it's okay to have a main website and almost treat that as what we call like a funnel hub, to have different parts that people can go into. But within Genie Rocket, you can actually create really simple drag and drop funnels. And so you can say, create new funnel, drag an image, drag a button, embed a video, say next step of the funnel, fill out a form, click this button, next step, take payment, go to a thank you page. So you literally architect that step-by-step process to get you to results. And the truth is there's a lot to unpack there. And that's why we have our Funnel Friday events. We actually just got done with one talking about the 4 different frameworks of funnels and when to use them. If you have a high ticket offer versus low ticket, versus if you're trying to get someone to come to an event, there's different funnels you can use. But the truth is, it's a really simple website, taking people step by step to get to their end destination.
I love it, Brad. So when we talk about the funnel on a website, what's the goal? Is the goal to capture their email address and some contact information so then you can put them in your follow-up system to nurture them along the way? So let's talk about that a little bit for the people that are, again, learning about this for the first time.
Absolutely. So think of the last time maybe you gave your email to a business and you got some of the good email. We've all been spammed. We all can smell it. We know what it sounds like and feels like. But when you walk people through that cycle, it's all about giving them value first. We don't want to jump to your core offer immediately and push, hey, buy this thing for free, or sorry, buy this thing and give me your money. It's all about going backwards. And like I said at the beginning with that P4 framework, who's the person that we can really help? What's their biggest pain point? And what kind of promise can we deliver them? And what proof do we have? And then if you can give them something for free to start with and build that trust, and maybe it's just a 2-page funnel. It could be really, really simple. The funnels that work the most are the simplest. And it's reverse psychology. We always think like we have to put all of the videos and everything all in one place, and it's going to help people make a decision. But the opposite is true. When you have a headline, 3 bullet points, a picture, and a form fill, that's all you need to say, hey, we're going to help you. Here's the proof. Here's what you're going to get. Give me your email. We're going to give it to you for free. The next page, it's going to be a quick thank you video. So this is where you start to build a little rapport. Hey, thanks so much for downloading this. We think you're going to love it. I'm going to send you a few more emails about how to apply this and keep getting results with this process. Look forward to seeing you in your inbox. And then towards the end of those emails is where you go for more of the direct sale approach. So again, if you like this and you want more of it, we're having this offer or this special, and this is where you can get it. And then you take people to where they can give you their money. A lot of people try to do the shortcut, right? It's here's my core offer, here's the price, buy it now. That works if you're selling toilet paper, paper towels, commodity like I have to have items. But if you're selling a product or a service that requires a little bit of nurturing and there's lots of competition, that's the best way to do it.
That makes all the sense in the world. And again, with this amazing platform, Genie Rocket, you get all of this background and experience behind it with Brad and his team. They've simplified this in a great way. So if you need more customers, if you need to increase your ROI, if you have a database of people that have reached out to you, but you haven't really closed them yet, and I hate to use that word, but I'm just going to say it as a salesperson. If you haven't closed the deal yet, the Genie Rocket system puts you in the position to close the deal. And when you close the deal, what really happens is you increase your brand's recognition. You have an offering that helps people get to where they're going, whether it's a product or service that you're offering. It gives you the opportunity to make them love what you're offering. And then it gives you the opportunity to get referrals and get online reviews. And all of this happens within the Genie Rocket system, Brad. It's really, really interesting. Now, you also mentioned, Brad, the CRM. So CRM has been around for a long time. You've been able to simplify it for people and really, really do some amazing things under the Genie Rocket platform. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so a CRM is essential, right? If you're growing a business, you want to have systems to scale. Even if you have a lifestyle business, you don't want to continue to be in the grind. You might see behind me, I have this sign that says grind less and grow more. And that's been kind of the mantra of this whole thing. So when you have a good CRM, it's just simply organizing people into different categories. So we have a system where there might be a top 25 list of here's my top 25 clients. Here's my red zone. To Andy's point, here's the hot people that are about to say yes, but they haven't yet. So you can organize in any sort of category that you want, and it calculates the total at the top. So you can see on your dashboard, how much money do I have in my pipeline, right? And that feels good as an entrepreneur. You wake up in the morning, pull open the screen. It's like, where's my money? Which category is it in? And then how do I get to work to start unlocking that cash? And so it's a quick way. It's all drag and drop. You literally drag cards from left to right. And you can make it where based on what category they're in, that could even trigger an email to that person. So imagine being able to go into your system, say, okay, this person is now in my consideration phase. And because now they're in the consideration category, I'm going to send them 3 emails. I'm going to send them some testimonials. I'm going to send them a really powerful case study. And then I'm going to send them kind of a wake up call to action one that's like, hey, let's go. What are we waiting on? All right, a scale of 1 to 10. How hot are you? How ready are you to close? And if you think about it, you already have all that knowledge. You're just manually cranking it out. So when you can spend the time to put that in a system, you're just saving all that time, and your prospects are getting the best version of you.
I love it, Brad. It's unbelievable. I love the sign, grind less and grow more. That's really awesome. I mean, you need to write a book, because I've already learned so much from you, Brad. And that's why I was so excited to have you on the show today. Grind less and grow more. And the other one that I love is fortune. There's the fortune in the follow-up. Now, something that you do, Brad, at Genie Rocket that I find very interesting and really awesome is you give away a free traffic recipe book. So in other words, you give away this volume of information for potential customers that they can learn about traffic. And you have had some of the world's leading traffic experts share their hidden secrets to a successful online campaign. So let's talk about that recipe book and how do people get it, and why do you give it away for free?
Yeah, so if you want to see what a good funnel looks like and a good follow-up system, this is a great way to do it. So we have that simple, what Andy mentioned, that traffic recipe book that has some very practical tips on how to get more people. Usually when you want to grow your business, it's like, hey, we need more sales. How do we get more sales? We need more leads. How do we get more leads? Well, we need more people. And we need more people through traffic. So when you think of online strategies, we're putting out some of the best tested, tried and true online strategies to get more traffic. And the other secret is when you have more traffic, you then have to have a good system to convert that traffic, right? Because I've worked with so many people that's like, Brad, I've had, we're working with a client now. I had 12,000 people come to my site this month. No one did anything. Can you fix that for me? There's no worse feeling than having either paid for or even free people come to your site that you feel like are the right people, and they just drop. We missed that opportunity. So we have this for free on our site at genierocket.com. You can scroll down and get the free traffic recipe book, and you're going to get it delivered right to your inbox today. And then we also have at the top a video training. So if you want to go more in depth of like, hey, what exactly is a funnel and how does it work? I actually show some very specific examples of the very first funnel that we created after doing websites that generated over 6 figures. And it proved me wrong of, hey, you don't need a funnel. You just need a big, expensive website. But those are 2 free gifts on our website that you can get.
I love it. I love it so much. And Brad, something that's very, very interesting is in today's age, reviews drive a lot of social proof, and reviews are very important for many different types of companies. So while I've got you on the phone today, Brad, and on our Entrepreneur Spotlight series, could you touch on the importance of reviews and what potentially the Genie Rocket system can do to help people with their reviews?
Yes, that is a great question. So it's all easy for us to say how great we are, right? Me and Andy can say, man, we're the best thing since sliced bread. You're going to love us. We're great. And that's true. But how much more powerful is it if someone else is saying that about you? Especially in today's world and economy, it's all about what do other people say, and that's the proof part. So I would much rather say yes to a deal if other people are saying how great it is. So even like our agency website, basically the whole thing is just full of other people's videos telling about the experience. We don't want to say it. Let's let other people say it. So when you think about that for reviews, a lot of people miss that opportunity to ask for the review. They think the customer is going to just default to, man, I had a great experience. You know what? I'm going to go write about it. Doesn't happen. So what this does is it makes it very easy to automatically follow up with people with a link to write that review. And the system actually integrates directly with Facebook and with Google to pull those reviews. So you get a little widget you can put on your funnel or your website that will show you the most recent reviews and keep that building. So again, it's all about the systems. Have a system to ask for the review, have a system that displays the review while you're on the golf course or while you're on the beach.
Well, this is so well thought out. I love it so much. Brad. It's really a super system from A to Z. You've thought of everything. You've simplified it. You know that there's a fortune in the follow-up. You want people to grind less and grow more, which is absolutely amazing. You put together an all-in-one CRM system and marketing funnel system, which really helps companies reach more customers and stay organized. Your system can automatically generate reviews all in one place. You've got all of this great stuff in one place on this platform. Plus, behind it, you get all of Brad's team and all of their insight and experience on how to grow businesses, sort of driving the entire platform. So it's a complete system, and it's really, really awesome. So Brad, what I'd like to do right now, as you know, is we want to turn our conversation toward entrepreneurship, because I know you've created this wonderful system, this wonderful platform. You've got great experience behind you. You've done so much in your life. So for the younger entrepreneurs watching the show, Brad, what I'd like to do and where I'd like to go with this conversation is maybe you could look in the camera and you could tell the younger entrepreneurs what it takes to get around those potholes, what it takes when you face adversity, what it takes when, you know, you get up in the morning, you're ready to go, and boom, something hits you right in the face and you do a face plant and you've got to get up and brush yourself off and keep on going. So maybe you could talk to the younger entrepreneurs watching the show and give them some words of wisdom from Brad Parnell.
Love it. So there's lots of you that have probably been doing this longer than I have, but I have been an entrepreneur and a business owner for going on 12 years now. And there have been very tough days, you know, getting up every day, and we have to be professional firefighters. And that's just part of it. There is no easy way about it. It's all worth it, but it's hard work. So I think the two things is, one, having a definite of purpose, knowing what is your mission and what's the purpose. If you don't have the end in mind, it's really going to be hard on those hard days. You might have a frustrated customer, your bank account might go upside down. You might have just, you know, challenges that seem unsurmountable. And if you don't know why you're doing this in the first place, you're not going to succeed. And I'm not trying to be mean about that, but that's just the truth. When you have a mission and a purpose, whether that's a personal one or for what you're trying to solve for your clients, that will help you really get gritty and get to that finish line. The other part is always staying, I like to say the three things. This is actually from an author, Patrick Lencioni. He's one of my favorite ones. He talks about being humble, hungry, and smart. And he actually says that's what he looks for in an ideal team player. But I think as entrepreneurs too, that's what's helped me really win the game, is always having humility, always being hungry and curious to learn more, and having emotional smartness, right? Like being about the people, understanding how to read the room, how to get along with people, and not just all being about like black and white, you know, business. So those are the things that say having the, you know, a definite purpose and being humble, hungry, and smart.
I love it. And you're really a testament to that. Brad, before we go, and I know you've only sliced out a certain amount of time, you're helping so many people at Genie Rocket, you know, really increase their ROIs and increase their conversions and really reach more customers and stay organized. It's absolutely amazing. What is your why? In other words, Brad, what gets you going in the morning? You wake up in the morning, you get rolling, you put, you know, one foot down, then the next foot. What is Brad Parnell's why?
I love it. That's great. So mine is twofold. One is, you know, selfishly, it's for me and my family. I've got a 12-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter, and living a life where I can be present and enjoy time with them. And then also helping other entrepreneurs succeed at that goal themselves. I want to let them know they don't have to grind it out every single day. Marketing can be very complicated. All these tools can be very complicated, but my why is helping bring this system to other entrepreneurs so they can grind less, so they can be at the park with their kids and get an alert on their phone that someone just filled out a form or bought something from them, and they didn't have to actually work to get that. The work's already been done. So bringing that enlightenment to other business builders is my why.
I love it, Brad. It's so powerful. You do such a great job. This has been very enlightening. Congratulations on what you've done at Genie Rocket. I know that there's just so many great things that you've got planned for the future as well for all of your clients. The seminars and the webinars you do on Tuesdays and Fridays, I believe it is, are well watched and well visited, and you're just giving away so much information to your clients and potential clients. And this is the way that you give incredible, overwhelming value to people. And we really, really love hearing the story, Brad. So I wanted to thank you so much for taking some time today, slicing out some time out of your day to be featured on the Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. This is an incredible business you've built, Brad, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Andy. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.